All right, y'all. This is gonna be a fun one right here, man. We talk about James Harden, man, and I think it's about time James Harden start unlocking some new badges. Yeah. This ain't no 2K video, but I think it's about time he start unlocking some 2K badges for himself, some mid-range badges, you know what I'm saying? Um, some catch and shoot, dead eye, some slippery off the ball, some volume shooter. He definitely probably gonna need this one. Some lucky number 7, Green Machine, and Chef. Cause we ain't seen Harden cooking up nothing in the last, well, this year and last year, be honest with you. Um right now Harden is averaging the same field goal percentage as he did his rookie year. Harden right now is shooting low since his rookie year, like I said, from OKC, 40%. Career-wise, he's sitting at 25 points, 44% for the field, 36 from 3. He's giving you about 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Right now, if you're looking at the box score and the stats and all that stuff this season, like, you be like, he's averaged about the same close points. Give me 21 points. But like I said, shooting the season low from the field goal, and that's 40%. 35 from 3, giving you about 8 rebounds, 9 assists. But here's the Achilles heel on all this, and we get on Westbrook about this, but we don't get on Harden about this enough. At least that I know the media does not. I know they don't say too much about him in this department unless they talking about Russell Westbrook, and we all know what I'm about to say. If you don't know, we talking about turnovers, baby. He is leading the league in turnovers. He's leading the league in turnovers. Harden is number 1. Luka Doncic is number 2. And then we got Russell Westbrook, number 3. He's giving you about 4.8. We'll just go ahead and round that up to 5. 5 turnovers a game. Even though their team is sitting number 1 in the Eastern Conference. Is that because you got Kevin on the team? His team is pretty much as far as starting wise, pretty stacked. A lot of teams in the East have started off slow. We got teams coming back up. As you go back to my previous video, I got Brooklyn. Not Brooklyn. We got Chicago right on their heels. We got Bucks coming up, Cavs, Washington Wizards, and the Miami Heat. They're all on the very, very, very back end of them. Not too far off, but very close. Because Brooklyn's only 16-8, 16-7. Chicago 16-8. You got the Bucks 15-9. Washington Wizards 14-10. And the Miami Heat 14-10. I'm sorry, scratch that. Washington Wizards is 14-9 of me making this video. I believe some of these games are gonna be on today, so all this definitely could change in their favor, not in their favor. But I said something about Harden in another video, like them losing to teams that they shouldn't be losing to, meaning the Brooklyn Nets and stuff like that. And Harden is a part of this reason. Now, reason why I said that maybe he should be unlocking some new badges, especially in the mid-range department. He's probably going to need some green machines. He's probably going to need the chef and all that extra stuff because, and it's funny, because I seen this article and it made me want to talk about it. And I talked about this with my friend earlier today too, on top of that. Harden needs, there's only one cat that I feel like plays like Harden, that is kind of like built like Harden in a way. And they got similar characteristics when they go into the hole. and body type and stuff like that. I'm talking about Luka. Luka is not the most athletic guy, just like Harden. Like, he doesn't sporral you and woo you with dunks and stuff like that. But these cats know angles and know how to play to their speed and their strength and stuff. Harden seems to me like he needs to take a page out of Luka's book and hit you with some step backs. Cause he got that in the 3-point department. So I don't understand why you're driving in the hole, you hit a person with a step back, money. Right there. It should be money right there. Friday, Harden hit 2 mid-range jumper against the Timberwolves. The last time Harden hit a mid-range off the dribble was 2 years ago, March 13th, 2019, against the Golden State Warriors. Like, is Harden inconsistency? Is it the lack of condition after he tried to force his way out of the Rockets and came back fat? Is it the lingering hamstring? Or is it the new NBA rules that's not gifting Harden with these calls? It's it's one of these things, or it could be all of these things. Or has Harden finally been exposed not being that good as we think he is because he was getting these calls? You know? Maybe Harden really is not that good as we think. When he first got to the Rockets, though, he was averaging 26 points, still shooting 43%. He's never been a very high 3-point shooter, but he's a very usage person with the ball. And then on top of that, you get into the foul line, and so many times as you get to the line, it all balances out in a way. But mostly his career, like I said, he's a 36%. Once he had got to the Rock, he was shooting 36%. The highest he's ever shot from 3 is 37. I mean, in reality, it's not really all that good. When you got like players that are shooting close to 40. I mean, 37, yeah, it's not too knockoff for 40, but Steph is shooting like high 40s, mid 40s from the 3. Like I said, Harden can use so much step backs, sidestep, and he can create all this shooting threes. So I don't understand why you're dribbling into the hole. You're just trying to look for contact when you should be dribbling into the hole, trying to clear up some space for yourself. Bump a dude, hit the mid range, come off a screen, come off a pick, mid range. Instead of you hitting these deep twos, try to hit some good mid range shots and then work your way back throughout the season. You build your confidence up. You build your shot up. Instead of you looking to dribble, you hit a step back and you fall on the ground because you're expecting a call. Or you do a Euro step and you're Euro like this and you're trying to get calls. Like, we've played enough games where we should be getting out of this mindset where we're saying, oh, these NBA players got to adjust. Come on, my dude. Like, we played enough games. Right now, like I said, like the Nets are sitting at 16. So that means you've played well over 20 games. You've played close to 30 plus games right now. Like, so, and you're professionals at that. You're not high school kids. You're not college kids. You're professionals. You've been playing this game for a minute now. You've been in the league for a good minute. So it's hard for me to have this notion like, is James Harden gonna figure it out? His struggle, his inconsistency, and stuff like that. I just feel like we're giving and we're not giving enough credit to Harden. Meaning, like, we shouldn't be sitting here making excuses for him. He shouldn't be making excuses for himself. Like, it's either you want it or you don't want it. I'm sure there's things that you could do during the offseason if you're lingering a hamstring to get yourself in better condition. I never got where you guys are NBA players. You make this amount of money and you don't take the game serious when there could have been somebody else that could be in your place that could take your spot. At the end of the day, you're making so much buku money off of endorsement deals, shoe deals, video games, jersey sales, etc., 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 earbuds, all that. The game check doesn't even matter to you guys, but you guys don't even feel like you guys take the game seriously enough to work on your game and involve your game and stuff like that. Like, the last time you shot a 2 off the dribble was in 2019. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better call somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smuvie Mane Entertainment presents Welcome to the Show. I'm your host, Smuvie Mane Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather Paper Chaser. Holla at your boy. And welcome to the show.
Take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss status one word is over. In my hood, they treat me like Hover. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. I'm out there, throw sign letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
I don't understand, too, on top of that, like, why is 2 such a lost art in the game? Like, I don't understand how I'm not an analytics. So I don't know the numbers and whatever the percentage is. You can shoot a 3 is better than a 2. I felt like Chris Paul last year in the playoffs proved that to be obsolete. I mean, this man was coming off of screens, hitting 2s. I mean, he's only 6'3", shooting over big man, hitting 2s. Even this year, DeRozan, a 2-point assassin. My man, Kawhi Leonard, a 2-point assassin. It's Harden, even before he was the engine in the Houston Rockets, he was only shooting about 17% of his shots was coming from the 2. Like, that is crazy to me. No other player who has averaged more than 14 field goals per game took a lower rate of those shots during that span. It has been rare to see him shoot from deep mid-range from his entire career. But it's an effective shot for him. Over the past 5 years, Harden has shot 43% on dribbling jump jump shots, according to these NBA sources and analysts, whatever, stuff like that. Like I said, you could develop so many. Luka does it. I've seen Luka driving to the hole, bump a person, nice little mid-range, back down, fade away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you relying on 3 points and you're relying on foul calls. Like I said this, man. This year I've loved these calls. The defenses has been more aggressive on players, man. The referees allowing these dudes to body dudes and stuff like that. And we're seeing who is elite and who is not elite. And right now, he's being exposed. It's out of you're 30 games plus in. It's time for you to it's time for us to leave these excuses alone and start having these real conversations. Is James Harden an elite? Or is James Harden just another average player that was getting away with these petty foul calls? Steph is out there balling, still averaging 27 points. Harden, not Harden, Kevin Durant averaging 28 points. Mid-range shot. Now he's a 7-foot monster, so we give that. You got DeRozan that's at fourth in the scoring pool, but he shoots mostly mid-range. Could it be conditioning? Could it be a lingering hamstring? Also, too, let's throw this one out there. The NBA's got a new basketball, so they're sponsored by somebody else. They're all using new basketball. Could it be the basketball? But I just like how we're just going to keep piling on these excuses. It was his last year. It was his last year with the Rockets. He was shooting terrible from three. He was shooting terrible field goals, certain games and stuff like that. But he was getting to the foul line at an alarming rate. So, like I said before, is he elite or is he not elite? Comment that down below in the description, because I want to know. Do y'all think Harden is elite, or you think Harden is not elite? Because the way I'm looking at it, he looks just like an average player. Right now, Harden, like I say, he's giving you 20 points. He's shooting a good percentage, pretty good, 40%. But like I said, you're shooting 35, my dude. And the excuse keep piling up. It was a game, I think, before the game they lost to Chicago. Or the game it was Chicago. He was saying that he doesn't know how to balance out being a shooter and a playmaker. My dude, you was a playmaker in the Rockets. Mike Van Gundy molded you into being a playmaker with the Rockets. You was averaging a double-double, like in certain games and stuff like that. You was hitting double-doubles, my dude. So I don't want to hear that notion. Or you know what I'm saying? Let's even go through it. Like, last couple years in the Rockets, assist-wise, like I said, 10. That was your last years in OKC, 2020. You had 10. 2019, 7. 2018, 7. You know what I'm saying? And all these years, them years you was on the Rockets, you shooting in a high clip, 45. Them years you was hitting 2020, it was your lowest year on the Rockets. You was 24%. 2018 was one of your best years, and 2019 was your other best years. Before 2015. But you was hitting 36. I'm sorry, that was minutes. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 34, 36, 30, 29, 29, 27. Like, you like I said, 2016 you was 11 assists. Like 2017, 9 assists. So I don't want to hear this notion that you talking about you couldn't balance out being a playmaker and a scorer. You damn sure was doing it then. So what is the difference now? Word selections, baby. Word selections. Don't. You ain't fooling me, baby. You ain't fooling me. You're not fooling me. But let me know what y'all think down and below. I think Harden's suspect, and I don't think he's as good as we all think he is. You know, when you're the man and you got the keys to the city damn near, and you could do what you want to, and the city's letting you do what you want to, anybody can be the man. A lot of these players are getting exposed, man, and they're not as good as you think they are. It just is what it is. This is basketball what it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Before when you get this type of call, oops. No, they ain't calling this no more. They ain't calling this no more. You know what I'm saying? It feels like some good physical basketball, man. They giving defense a chance to really play defense out there. So Harden, I think you got to step it up. Stop making these excuses. You may just be a person that averages about 20 points. There's nothing wrong with that. Because you're giving me 9 assists and 8 rebounds. But if you're not giving me high 25 points, 30 points, how about give me some defense? Stick with the assists. Stick with the rebounds. Keep that going. Y'all need to play better lockdown D. And maybe hit the mid-runs. Be efficient. Be more efficient. Be more efficient. Because DeRozan, even Zach LaVine, they're averaging close to 50% from the field. And these guys are shooting mid-range. Especially DeRozan. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how this is a lost art. We just want to keep jacking up threes because we saw Golden State do it. We just want to jack up threes. Shoot some mid-range, guys. You know what I'm saying? Coach. Set these guys up for success. It's not always you got to shoot threes. James Harden can get a high pick and roll situation and be butter from the three. I mean, from the 2-point line. Be butter. Because to me personally, if you can knock down your free throws in alarming, in an alarming weight, the way he was a couple years ago in the Rockets, I don't see the problem here. I don't see the problem here, man. Better get it together, Harden. You looking suspect out there, my dude. You looking suspect out there. And just the team as a whole is looking suspect aside from Kevin. I'm saying it. They not my favorites to come out the East. We know who I like. I like Brooklyn. I mean, I like the Bucks. But going into the season, when teams were making certain trades, I'm gonna keep saying this. There's 2 teams that I like: Miami and Chicago. And I'm loving the way Chicago play. They gonna be trouble for somebody. And I think they got their number. Chicago got their number. And that's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? All they got to do is amp up what they doing in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Don't get out your element. Stick to the game plan. That's it. Stick to the game plan. Don't try to be a hero out there shooting threes, jacking up. No, stick to the game plan. DeRozan, attack that middle paint, draw them defenders in, kick it out, rotate the ball. Zach LaVine doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? These guys are high flyers. These guys can run. These guys can scrap. I think Brooklyn would be in trouble if they end up facing them in the playoffs. Just me personally. But let me know what you think about that down and below. We you know what I'm saying? We could talk about it, discuss it, debate it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's who I got. And I think the Brooklyn Nets are suspect right now. Harden's looking suspect right now. I don't think he got no more VC, man, to get in these to unlock these badges. He may need to go ahead to the park, you know what I'm saying, on some grind mode and work on his mid-range game, because he needs to do some other stuff, man. It's a couple badges he need to unlock. Like I said, he better get out there on that park. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening to Welcome to the Show. For more episodes, make sure you subscribe here and also turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on another spectacular episode of Welcome to the Show.